Hello there, wonderful world of YouTube. It is your girl SwimmstaGal coming at you guys with a brand new Ink Diaries video. I believe this is number 6 in my series, or just a series in general. And for this one, we're going to be taking a closer look at Ferris Wheel Press's upcoming release. This ink releases on December 1st, and it's called Frontenac Blue. Two reasons I really wanted to swatch this ink in a more in-depth way are because it kind of like reminds me a little bit of the Riveting Pond and a Wear Jewel ink that I believe is called like Dewy Starlight. So I just wanted to swatch this, and then I believe the Wear Jewel ink is on its way, so hopefully it's here by next week and I can do a closer look on that one so we can kind of compare the two inks. But with that being said, I am going to disclose that this item, as in this ink, was sent to me for free as part of Ferris Wheel Press's ambassador program. I am very fortunate to be a part of that program. If you guys are interested in shopping for this ink on December 1st through their website, you guys can use code SWIM and you guys get a free ink charger set of your choice with purchase. Do you remember that does get me a small commission at no extra cost to you? If you'd like to support the channel that way, it is very much appreciated. The Ferris Wheel Press link down below is also my affiliate link, so if you shop through there, even if you don't use my code, I do still get a small percentage. Again, at no extra cost to you, but it does support the channel and it does support this addiction. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. As always, we have Ferris Wheel Press's very, very beautiful packaging. I'm going to go ahead and zoom y'all in right here. You have the color that says Frontenac Blue. And I'm not going to lie, originally, like I said before in the beginning of this video, it was very reminiscent of like Riveting Pond, like with the blue, I'm saying, and a little bit of the Dewy Starlight. But upon closer inspection, the shimmer in this one is much more different than the other two. And it's like an iridescent shimmer. It's really nice. The camera is sadly not picking up on it, but let's hope that the swatch does. So with any ink that has shimmer, you want to go ahead and agitate it. You can go side to side, or you can kind of just like turn it around like this, go up and down, just to get the shimmer moving and away from the base. This one looks like it's a very, very fine shimmer because it's settling pretty fast, like it's not staying. Just to remember that if we go like this, you're going to get a lot of air bubbles. So if you're filling it up like into a pen directly, that's probably not the way you want to go. Again, a softer, more gentle approach like the side to side or up and down are more what I would recommend. But we're swatching this with a cotton swab, so we're going to go ahead and shake it up so we can go ahead and get the shimmer incorporated into the ink. Whenever you guys are using the Ferris Wheel Press inks, it's just very important that we don't lose this little rubber thing that they have. It's kind of like the thing that keeps your ink sealed. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and swatch it inside the little ink bottle on the A&O paper. On the Tomoe River paper. And the Lloyd Turn paper that I did not catch on camera. And then I'm just dropping a little bit of like extra ink in some areas just to kind of see how that's going to affect the paper in case we use these with a thicky pen. As always, we're going to let this dry on camera and then we're going to come right back. Alrighty then. So I can say that the ink itself didn't take too long to dry in the areas that was like, basically like regular application. Where I place the additional drops of the ink, it did take a lot longer. The Tomoe River paper was actually the first one to dry, which was kind of surprising because it's usually the A&O one. The last one to dry that took almost 10 minutes, where the ink was pulled right here, was the Leuchtturm. However, I'm going to say that the Leuchtturm, I think, is my favorite. But Tomoe River is like really close to there. I'm going to bring this up a little bit closer. Now, this ink is supposed to be considered what is called an icy teal and have blue shimmer, but honestly, I would bet money that this shimmer is iridescent because depending on the way that the light hits it, it looks like a lavender, not like like a blue purple, a lavender. As you guys can see, like it shifts, so it's really weird that they just call it blue shimmer, but it's very beautiful. You guys get to see the shading really well on the Tomoe River paper. And on the Leuchtturm paper, the A&O paper, it kind of like flattens out and it stays more consistent. We don't get to see as much of the differences there. I will say that on the Leuchtturm paper, the teal does pull more green. On the Tomoe River paper, it is, I would say, like an equal amount of blue and an equal amount of green. And on the A&O, it pulls more blue. So if you want your teal to pull more green, a cream colored paper choice will probably be like the best bet for you. If you are definitely into wanting to get the most bang for the effects of your ink buck, the Tomoe River paper looks like you get the shading super well. You get the shimmer that shines beautifully across, and you do get that pigment and color. And for the A&O, again, if you just want something a little bit more consistent, not so much shading, and it's just kind of like one flat color, A&O would probably be the best bet for you. In the writing sample, you can see that for the most part, at least, the glass tip pen I use kind of writes bold. You get a very consistent colorway. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in a little bit closer and then put the... But yeah, you do get a consistency in color, and the shimmer is present in all areas, even when you're kind of dwindling out a little bit. So if you have like a wet writer, this pen is, or this ink will definitely write on the thicker side, as you guys can see right here. And despite the packaging looking like it'll be like a light color, kind of like what you see right here towards the end, the writing sample writes more true to what you guys see at the beginning of each of these ink swatches, which is amazing because usually the lighter colors are a little bit harder to show up, which means that if you're willing to kind of risk it with shimmer in a fine pen, this will still shine or write. The color itself will still look really nice coming out. It's just sometimes shimmer does clog the nib, and it's not really recommended that we use it with a fine, but for those of us that do, it will write, as you guys can see right here, nice enough to where we would see the color pay out. But again, like I said, I probably wouldn't recommend a fine just because of the shimmer, but yes, I think overall this ink is definitely a winner in my eyes. It hits the boxes for me, which is really pretty iridescent shimmer, a wet writer. And what I like about wet writers is that if you have a nib that's a little bit more to the hard start, the wet writer's just creamy, smooth. Pen hits the paper and you're good to go. Again, if you guys are interested in purchasing this ink, it will be available on December 1st. I will have the Ferris Wheel Press website linked down below. At the time of filming this video, the ink is not out yet. It should be out in a few days from when I'm filming it. Hopefully, I'll post it right before it launches so you guys have a chance to like kind of look into it and see if this is an ink for you. But if you are into kind of like, I don't know, it kind of gives me like the effect of like glistening water in a sense. And if you're into that, this is going to be an ink you're going to want in your collection. And then just really quick, because I did say it reminded me of Riveting Pond. Once swatched, definitely within the color family, but again, this has more green and this doesn't have any green. This has more green and this one doesn't. Oh man, I can't wait to swatch the orange one next just so that we can compare those two with this one as well. But again, other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. If you are interested in shopping through their website and use code SWIM, again, that will support me and the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. We do get a commission at no extra cost to you. And you guys do get a free ink charger set that retails for about 15 bucks, which is a win. You get 3 little cute samples of ink. So everybody's a winner. If you guys like these videos, don't forget to leave a comment down below. If you'd like to see more of these, or you have an ink in general that you would want to see a deep dive in, go ahead and leave that comment down below. I do have quite a lot of inks, so maybe I might have the one that you're asking for, and if I don't, I'll see if I can acquire it just to make a video for you guys. And other than that, thank you guys again. See y'all later. Bye.